Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will explain about types of graphs friends. Okay, so what is mean by null graph? A null graph is a graph that contains only vertices and no edges connecting them. Okay friends, so first one is called as a null graph. What is mean by null graph? A null graph is a graph that contains only vertices and no edges. You can see in this example the vertices are A, B and C, but there is no connection between them. So this is called as a null graph friends. Okay, so second one is trivial graph. What is meant by trivial graph? A graph having only one vertex in it is called as trivial graph. Okay, so this is a graph. Yes, only vertex is there, only one vertex is there. So we can say this is called as a trivial graph friends. Okay, so next to move on to third one. So you can see here third one is directed graph. So what is meant by directed graph? A graph in which the edges have a direction is called directed graph. So you can see here it is a graph. The vertices are A, B, C. Edges are A to B, B to C, C to A. So you can see a graph in which the edges have a direction. There is an edge between A to B, but which contains some direction. So this is called as directed graph. Okay friends, ఒకవేళ కనుక డైరెక్షన్స్ ఉంటే we can say this is called as directed graph. Fourth one is undirected graph. A graph in which edges does not have any direction. If you see the difference between directed graph and undirected graph, there are directions between A to B, but there is a no direction. Okay friends, so here the data flow between A to B, but in this the data flow between A to B and B to A. So ఎప్పుడైతే when you see the arrow marks, this is called as directed graph. When there is a no arrow marks, this is called as undirected graph friends. Okay, so now let us move on to fifth graph. So this is called as connected graph. So what is meant by connected graph? A connected graph is an undirected graph in which there is a path between any pair of vertices. So this is called as connected graph. What is meant by connected graph? So it is undirected graph in which there is a path between every pair of vertices. So in this there are four vertices are there: A, B, C, D. Okay friends, so there is a path between every pair. So A is connected with B, connected with C. Okay, so it connected with every pair of vertices. A is connected with pair of vertices. ఇక్కడ B తోటి కనెక్ట్ అయ్యింది, C తోటి కనెక్ట్ అయ్యింది. B is connected with A, B is connected with D. So when there is a path between every pair of vertices, this is called as connected graph friends. Okay, so let us move on to sixth one. So this sixth one is called as disconnected graph friends. Okay, so what is meant by disconnected graph? A disconnected graph is an undirected graph in which at least two vertices exist that are not connected by any path. Okay, so disconnected graph ante it is a undirected graph. There is no directions, in which at least two vertices exist that are not connected by any path. So you can see A1, 2, 3 are called as vertices. There is a connection between 2 to 3, but there is no connection between 1 to 2, 1 to 3. So at least two vertices exist that are not connected. Okay, so 1 is not connected, 2 is not connected in this. So 1 is not connected, 3 is not connected. So this is called as disconnected graph. There is no connection friends. Okay, So seventh one what we have on the screen, so it is called as a regular graph. Very important, friends. So this graph is very important. So what is meant by regular graph? A regular graph is a graph in which every vertex has same degree. Okay, friends. So what is meant by regular graph? Every vertex has same degree. Okay. Now this is an example for regular graph. Every vertex has same degree. The degree of 1 is 2 because the connected edges are 1, 2. డిగ్రీ 1 చూసుకుంటే 2 వస్తాయండి. డిగ్రీ 2 కూడా 2, డిగ్రీ 3 3, డిగ్రీ 4 2. So in this graph also we can say this is a regular graph because 1 is connected with the 2 edges, 2 is connected with the 2 edges 3. So what is in the regular graph? Every vertex has same degree. Degree అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏం లేదు, నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ edges to connected to that vertex, or else we can say number of vertices connected to that vertex. 1 is connected with 2, 1 is connected with 3. There are 2 vertices are there. There are 2 vertices. So this is called as what we say regular graph. Okay, friends. So next one, complete graph. So what is meant by complete graph? So you can see now the complete graph is a graph in which there is an edge between every pair of vertices. Okay, so we talk about the regular graph here. Now we discuss about the complete graph. So in the complete graph, what they are saying, every path, every edge between any pair of vertices. Okay, so ఇక్కడ చూడండి ఒకసారి, what is my complete graph? A complete graph, every edge between every pair of vertices. ఒకసారి ఇక్కడ చూస్తే it contains 4 vertices, 1 2 3 4. So 1 is connected with 3, 1 is connected with 2, 1 is connected with 4, 2 is connected with 1, 2 is connected with 3, 2 is connected with 4. సో ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే ఎవ్రీ వర్టెక్స్ కూడా అదర్ వర్టెక్స్ తోటి కనెక్ట్ అయి ఉంటాయి. దిస్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ కంప్లీట్ గ్రాఫ్. యూ కెన్ సీ 3 is connected with 1, 3 is connected with 4, 3 is connected with 2. Okay, friends. So complete graph, every edge between every pair of vertices. Okay, friends. So complete graph అంటే ఏంటంటే ప్రతి వర్టెక్స్ తోటి కనెక్ట్ అయి ఉండాలి. You can see here 1 is connected with 2, 3, 4. 3 is connected with 1, 4, 2. So like this is called as what we say complete graph, friends. Okay. So next one, cyclic graph. What is meant by cyclic graph? A graph containing at least one cycle is called as cyclic graph. ఒకవేళ కనుక ఒక సైకిల్ అనేది మెయింటైన్ చేస్తే we can say that is called as cyclic graph. You can see here the cycle means when you start from 1 you go to 2, go to 3, again go to 1. So this is called as what we say cycle. When you start 1, go to 2, 4, 3, 1. This is called as cycle. 1 2 3 4 5. So it is called as a cycle, friends. Okay. Next one, acyclic graph. A graph not containing any cycle is called as acyclic graph. సో ఒకసారి ఇక్కడ చూస్తే 1 2 3 సైకిల్ ఫామ్ అయింది, ఇక్కడ దెర్ ఈస్ నో సైకిల్, ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఈస్ డైరెక్టెడ్ అసైక్లిక్ గ్రాఫ్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ మీన్ బై డైరెక్ట్ అసైక్లిక్ గ్రాఫ్? ఏ గ్రాఫ్ దట్ డస్ నాట్ కంటైన్ ఎనీ సైకిల్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ అ డైరెక్టెడ్ acyclic graph. Okay, so there is a no cycle in this one, so in other words we can say directed acyclic graph. Next one is we can say, you can see on the screen. So third one is bipartite graph. Very important. A bipartite graph is a graph in which the vertices can be divided into two groups. Okay, so that every edge joins one vertex from the first group to one vertex from the second group. No edge connects two vertices in same group. So no edge connects two vertices in same group. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఫర్ బైపార్టెడ్ గ్రాఫ్. ఇక్కడ ఏమంటున్నారు, ద వర్టిసెస్ కెన్ బి డివైడెడ్ ఇంటూ గ్రూప్స్. ఒకసారి ఇక్కడ చూడండి, ద వర్టిసెస్ కెన్ బి డివైడెడ్ ఇంటూ టూ గ్రూప్స్. ఫస్ట్ గ్రూప్, సో వెన్ వి డ్రా ద లైన్ బిట్వీన్ దీస్ టూ లైక్ దిస్, so first group is AB, second group is CD. Okay friends, so no edge connects two vertices in same group. So this AB is one group, CD is another group. So this type of graph is called as a bipartite graph. Every edge joins one vertex from the first group to one vertex from the second group. So A is joined with D, B is joined with C, C is joined with B, D is joined with A. So this is called as what we say bipartite graph friends. Very very important. So bipartite graph ante em ledu. This model is called as bipartite graph. There are vertices can be divided into two groups. Okay. So this group is AB, this group is CD friends. Okay. So next one what we have on the screen, weighted graph. What is meant by weighted graph? A weighted graph is a graph in which edge is assigned to numeric value. Okay. So ఇంతకు ముందు చూసిన గ్రాఫ్స్ వేరు, ఈ గ్రాఫ్స్ వేరు. ఇన్ దిస్ వాట్ హ్యాపెండ్, ఏబిసి ఆర్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ వర్టిసెస్. సో ఏ టు బి దెర్ ఇస్ అ వాల్యూ, ఏ టు సి దెర్ ఇస్ అ వాల్యూ, బి టు సి దెర్ ఇస్ అ వాల్యూ. సో దిస్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ వాట్ వి సే weighted graph friends. Okay. So it's all about the types of graphs. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you friends.